Hey up everybody, it's Johnny P, the Stonegate Success Coach. I know it's been a while actually, but I want to be open and honest. There's not really been anything on my mind that I really wanted to share. Anyway, not what I felt of importance. And again, I don't want to be sitting here just rambling on about things because that's not my intention. My intention is to share my thoughts and feelings, especially the things where it comes to mind that I feel might be important to share with everyone else. And this last week, a mist sort of came down over me. And you know, when we're in the darkness sometimes and this fog comes and we can't really see the way, and you start to ask these internal questions around what's it all about, and that inner critic starts and that judge starts about, oh, you're not good enough and this is going to happen and that's going to happen. And I got caught in it. I'll be really honest. You know, it's a natural and normal thing to do, but sometimes the mist becomes so thick we can't see through the other side of it. And I started to think about this, okay, so if I really sit and think now, how did I get out of it? And it's like, is it possible to see the things that don't exist? Is it possible to see the things that don't exist? And that's what really started to play on my mind, was actually sometimes when this mist settles, sometimes we can't see the way forward, but it's actually there. And this is where I started to use my imagination, and we've all got it, about the who is it I want to be bit, and what's the small step that I need to take to start moving myself through this mist and having this vision of myself around what is it I want to be. Because with vision and purpose, we can gain motivation. So it was the smallest thing last week was, right, okay, well, my small step is I'm just going to get out on the park and just do what I can do. That's all it came down to. There was no pressure on me. I knew that critic was there telling me, oh no, it's all bad. You're not good enough. This is going to happen. You know, the old doom and gloom radio. So I started to call forth things that I wanted it in my life. So I started thinking, well, actually, I still want to keep healthy and fit and look after myself. So I'm going to go to the park and I'm just going to, you know, whatever it was, whatever I set myself on that day, be it one press up, walk around the park, do a sit up, it didn't really matter. It was just that I was going to do something. That's the key thing, was actually I was said to myself, I can see these things ahead of me through this mist. And I just didn't get acquainted with this self-doubt that started to just consume me last week because of the mind talk and that wonderful judge and critic we get who wants to keep us safe. But actually I started to think, well, if I carry on thinking this way and engaging with these thoughts, where they're going to take me. So I started to see the things that I couldn't see, but I started to imagine them. And then I started to think of the little things that get me out of this mist. And it's a really important point that I want to share with you guys, is you can see things that may be not there at the moment. And it comes down to a little bit of self-talk and self-belief. But it's there, through that mist, through that fog, through that self-doubt, through that inner critic, there is something. So what really helped me was I just wrote down some little steps. What's my first step going to be? Okay, well, I'm going to get up at this time every morning. I'm going to go to bed at this time. I'm going to have that glass of water and I'm going to go to the park or walk around the block or walk to the shop. It doesn't matter. You set the parameters to start working your way through this mist. And then slowly and surely you start to see this vision and this way out. It becomes like a path, and then you just got to carry on going with it. And look, this mist is going to come down again and again and again. That's what it does, this fog. But actually then starting to think, well, how do I get through this mist? What do I do to lift this mind mist that I get? Because with that then comes the feelings of sadness and anxiety and worry and fear, because we can't see, because there's so many unknowns, because that's what this mind mist does. Because we can't see, we start to think of all these unknowns out there, and then we start to make them bigger than actually they are. And sometimes they are there, I get it. You know, like I said before, adversity comes knocking at our door and it can knock us sideways. It's about how we get up from that. and actually have this vision of ourselves, even if we can't see it in the moment. That's the key thing. It is there. Just engage your mind and say, okay, what is it I want to be? What do I really value? And take a really small step towards it. And that's what I was doing last week. And again, I think this is what I'll be doing next week and the week after and the week after and week after. But just being aware of this mist and fog that sort of consumes us sometimes. So that was it, guys. That's been on my mind. Sorry I haven't been on for a while, but I really just want to share the things that I feel are important. I don't want to just get it and say, oh, you know, I want people to give me likes and everything else and watch it. I want to try and share things that I'm experiencing, and hopefully through these videos it can help other people as well. So when you're in the middle of the mist, start to visualize the things that I know it's not there at the moment, but just look to the future and then start, okay, so what's my first step out of this mist into the unknown? It's scary and those feelings will come and it'll be uncomfortable, but take a breath, let the wave of the emotion come, and then just keep moving forward as well. I think that's the key thing. Anyway, look, have a great one, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care for now. Bye.